welcomes Rory McIlroy. NBC Tonight.
Serve poison, Gabby.
Welcome home, sister. You'll do what I say when I say it. This is the only way.
Found new next Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
You've had way too much drama lately.
Tonight is going to be drama-free.
What have we done?
Trust me, this town loves a scandal.
Rose Point Garden Society, new Friday on NBC and Peacock.
Live from Rhinelander, this is News Watch 12 at 10. The Northwoods' best news. News from where you live starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Will Harrelson. The First United Methodist Church of Wausau is opening up its doors Thursday night to homeless Marathon County residents as a shelter. This comes after the Catholic Charities closed its shelter for the warmer months on April 30th. The Wausau Police Department helped get the shelter ready. The city of Wausau and Marathon County contributed $200,000 to the shelter. The shelter will have 10,000 square feet of room and will have separate sleeping areas for men and women.
This is really important. We have, a growing number of unhoused in our community for a variety of different reasons. I mean, we know as a city that we are grossly short of housing units, and this is not a Wausau problem. This is happening everywhere.
The shelter plans to be open for the rest of 2025. The Wausau Police Department is trying to open up a more permanent shelter that will be open all year. They hope to have an answer on the shelter by June.
This is what's called a low barrier shelter in which we accept all people, and we just want to have people be safe and cared for and warm and dry.
The shelter will also have bathrooms, changing areas, and a shower. Breakfast and dinner will also be served daily. All right, meteorologist Chase Ropanek now joins us. Chase, it was a little misty out there today. What can we expect going forward?
Yeah, we had to deal with some rain out there, and we're in the middle of a break right now, but we are not done just yet. We do have some more rain showers showing up right around 3 a.m. for tonight, and that's going to linger into tomorrow, bringing us another cold day across the Northwoods, even cooler than it was out there for today. So right now, right around the mid-40s here, you can still see some 50s off to the west in Eau Claire, 53 degrees right now, but upper 40s as you go down south. Stevens Point at 48. We're seeing Wausau 47, same for Rome right now. Still dealing with some northeast winds out there, and so got a little bit of breeze, 7 miles per hour here in Rhinelander, but everywhere else is right around that 5 to 10 mile per hour range. It will be doing that tomorrow from the north. So here we are. We're in the middle of the break right now. Those rain showers that we were dealing with earlier now off to the northeast, but the back end is going to make its way into our viewing area very soon, but it really won't affect us here in Rhinelander until about 3 a.m. for tonight, and yes, it will linger into tomorrow. So here's your future cast showing the evolution of the rain making its way into tomorrow morning, right around 4 a.m. That's when it's going to start to impact Rhinelander and many other areas across our northern viewing area. Some areas down south could stay dry for tomorrow, but still going to be a cloudy and cool day. But take a look ahead into tonight with those clouds out there. That's going to keep our lows above average. Our forecast low is at 39 degrees. Well,
thank you, Chase. Nearly 150 4th and 5th grade elementary students from the school district of Rhinelander and Navidity School took part in the Careers on Wheels event this morning. Rhinelander Police Chief Lloyd Gauthier chaired the event and said this has become something he looks forward to every year since he began running it in 2011.
Well, I was in law enforcement. I drive a police car with wheels, so I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. So that's how I got involved with the first one, and I ran every one since.
Gauthier said not only has it been a lot of fun, it's also important for the students to see the different opportunities they could have when they get older.
Some of the careers that we have here today, for them to get into it, they're going to have to make really good decisions as teenagers and as adults, because poor decisions could eliminate that career field for them.
Companies from all over Rhinelander, such as 4th Floral, Ponce, EMS, police, and fire departments participated in the event. Gauthier said it's not only good for the students, but the employers that may just end up with future employees by sparking the kids' interest early. Around this time of year, many community pharmacies, police departments, and hospitals accept unwanted prescription drugs for Drug Take-Back Day. Tomahawk Pharmacy is accepting unwanted medication to provide a safe and convenient way to dispose of prescription drugs. Tyler Stevenson, a pharmacist at Tomahawk Pharmacy, said there is a lot of potential abuse with controlled substances, so it's important to dispose of unwanted medication safely.
You know, if it were at a family's home and a little child were to get into it, oftentimes, those things can be deadly. So if, you're no longer needing them or don't need them, it's really a good idea to get rid of them, but to get rid of them in the proper way.
The pharmacy has a locked security unit called the MedSafe where anyone can place unwanted prescription drugs.
Put any medications in here, controlled or non-controlled, and really anytime the pharmacy is open, you can put it in here.
While most drugs are acceptable, the pharmacy will not accept sharps like needles and no liquids. For anyone looking to drop off sharps, they can visit the Tomahawk Police Station where they are also accepting unwanted medication. It's Law Day in Merrill, a day where 8th graders get to see up close and personal what public servants do to keep them and others safe. Newswatch 12's Wyatt Williams was at the event today and has a breakdown.
I'm here at Prairie River Middle School, where students are learning today and getting inspired by possible future jobs, as well as staying out of trouble.
This is what happens when you misbehave.
Two big messages for the day. One, to obey the law, and two, to inspire the next generation of public servants. Students were able to meet with the police officers, firefighters, coroners, and even lawmakers.
Anyone can help, like anyone can do these jobs. There's so many different things you can choose from if you are interested in helping out Wisconsin and being a bigger part in the community.
Sarah Godlewski, Wisconsin's Secretary of State, was in attendance and says she was blown away by the youth of Central Wisconsin.
Our young people are really motivated today in learning more about the law and how they can be involved in their communities, and I'm leaving today really inspired by the young folks that I've talked to.
Ann Walsh Bradley was at the first Law Day many years ago, and today was her first day in the Supreme Court. She says the full circle moment refreshed her passion for why she does this job.
I have always been a public official that has what I call rural Wisconsin as being part of my DNA. To be able to celebrate this event with them truly is full circle for me.
Organizers with the Optimist Club say this is a day all about putting faces and names to badges and elected officials, letting students know they can depend on law enforcement leadership.
The police officers are here to keep us safe. The fire department is here to keep us safe. The wardens are here to keep us safe. I mean, there's a reason for all of these, and they're here to, again, keep us safe. And if you're ever in trouble, don't hesitate to reach out to them because that's what they're there for.
The day was full of smiling faces and tons of learning. Reporting in Merrill, Wyatt Williams, Newswatch 12.
Thank you, Wyatt. Rhinelander High School held their senior signing day today. Coming up after the break, we'll have the full details of the day's events. That's After Weather with Chase right here on Newswatch 12.
Having a 10 bale. Online auction, Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin. Hydrobike, boats, taxidermy, tractor, and more. Colonel Renee Brass and St. Louis Auctions.
Hey, it's Jeff Cecil. I'm back and getting you up and going on Wave 100.5. Listen as I give away a fun-filled Wisconsin Dells Stay and Play each weekday at 7:20 on the Morning Wave with Jeff. It's a vacay a day in May giveaway. Wave 100.5.
As a teacher, I think it's important that students here in Wisconsin become proficient and ideally strong in math.
We need to keep teachers like you here. That's what motivated UW-Madison's Wisconsin Teacher Pledge program.
By covering the cost of tuition, the Teacher Pledge enables us to teach in areas and subjects where we're needed the most.
We're working to fill these gaps, and those who benefit are the youth of Wisconsin.
When we stay in Wisconsin to teach, that's a win for everyone.
One Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text TD to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
It's employee pricing with the Ford crew.
Employee pricing across a full lineup.
Fun fact, Hank, Ford assembles the most vehicles in the country.
Another fun fact, everyone pays what we pay.
So, You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing.
STEM.
Yeah?
Everyone gets employee pricing.
You get employee pricing.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Hey, it's Jeff Cecil. I'm back and getting you up and going on Wave 100.5. Listen as I give away a fun-filled Wisconsin Dells Stay and Play each weekday at 7:20 on the Morning Wave with Jeff. It's a Vacay a Day in May giveaway.
Wave 100.5. Mark your calendars for Martinis in May. Saturday, May 17th at the Whitetail Inn. Live music with Tony Ocean. Tickets available online or at the Chamber office.
All right, welcome back, folks. It is May 1st, but it doesn't really feel like May just yet, as temperatures were in the 40s and 50s out there for today. Still in the mid-40s right now, but we got lots of cloud cover out there. That's going to keep us above average for lows tonight. We got an east-northeast breeze right around 7 miles per hour. Dew points right around those low 40s, giving us an idea of what those lows could reach to for tonight. Not going to be dropping much more, and that pressure is above or below that 30-inch mark, but it is going to rise going into your weekend. So highs today did reach 50 degrees here in Rhinelander, 51 for Eagle River. It gets warmer as you go to the west. Not much cloud cover over there. 62 in Hayward, 57 in Eau Claire. Here was the core of your low pressure for today, where the coolest temperatures were at. We only saw a high of 46 degrees in Antigo for today, and a few areas in those low 50s down south near Stevens Point and Wisconsin Rapids. For tonight, a lot of us still staying above average for lows, looking at those upper 30s here in the Northwoods, and as you go down south, you're going to be in those low 40s from Wausau down into Rome. A lot of us seeing similar temperatures out there, and it's not going to change much for tomorrow. Highs only in the mid to upper 40s here in Rhinelander. A few areas may even be cooler down south. We're seeing Wausau showing right around 42, Rome at 46 as well. There will be some chances for some areas to the east near Shawano to reach that 50-degree mark, but a lot of us are going to be well below average for tomorrow. So the temperature trend does show that we are going to get a lot better as we get into your weekend. Saturday at 62, just near average. Sunday at 70. We will have a retrograding low pressure system, meaning it's not moving the way it's supposed to. Usually they move from west to east. This one's going to move back into our area east to west, cool us off a little bit in the mid-60s for your Monday. But Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday will be in the low to mid-70s. It'll start to feel a lot more like May out there than what we're dealing with for today. So now we're in the break. We had a lot of rain earlier. That is well off to the northeast now, but round two is on its way. This is the back end of that low pressure system, bringing some more showers that we have to deal with overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Taking a look across the United States right now, we have a very active pattern going on. As you can see, some severe weather down near Oklahoma into Texas, and we did have some severe weather in the Cincinnati area and just to the northeast of that for today. Now, all this may look like it's going to continue to travel east into our area, but it's actually going to move down to the southeast, and that's going to bring some high pressure in for the areas up in the upper Midwest, bringing lots of sunshine and warmer temperatures into your weekend. So as we see out there right now, we're dealing with a little bit of rain for tonight, arriving right around 3 a.m. once again, and that's going to continue going into tomorrow morning. It's going to start to build up, linger into your afternoon. There is a possibility for some snow in the northern portions of Vilas going into Ashland and Iron County as well, but most of that should stay as rain, and all that snow should stay way up north into the UP, and that will linger off in the afternoon. We'll stay dry going into your Friday night. Clouds will clear for your Saturday, mostly sunny skies. Highs will be back up into the 60s, and yes, it'll start to feel a lot more like May. So we saw just below a quarter inch of rain earlier from that rain that is now tracked off to the northeast. We can still see a lot more in the western portions of the state for tonight and to tomorrow, getting over a half inch in Hayward. Same with Ladysmith, right around a half inch. While we're not going to see as much here in the Northwoods, it's definitely still going to help out. I think these totals are a little bit lower. I think we'd still see another quarter inch of rain going into tonight and to tomorrow morning, but those areas down south will not be seeing as much. For tonight, we're going to see those lows in the upper 30s. Yes, we're back in the 30s, but we're going to be seeing, well above average lows still for tonight. Cloudy with rain showers out there arriving right around 3 a.m., lingering into tomorrow, and that's why we're going to see a cooler day. Highs in the mid to upper 40s, and we are going to see some more rain showers lingering into your afternoon. 7-day forecast does show going into your weekend, 62 for Saturday. So yes, we are warming up. 70 for Sunday, a little cooler on Monday, but still above average in those mid 60s. And then the rest of your week, Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday, hanging out in those low to mid 70s. Well,
thank you, Chase. The Hodak Dome deflated earlier in April due to an ice storm. Today, it was partially re-inflated. Here's a look at the dome at around 3 p.m. today. A crew will be working on repairing 3 known structural tears located near the main support pole, a light fixture, and the northeast corner of the dome. After these areas are sealed and the structure is deemed sound, a full interior assessment will be conducted. The goal is to complete all repairs by the end of May. The Wausau City Council unanimously rejected a proposal to allow city staff to operate a pop-up beer garden in local parks. The council cited liability concerns and discomfort with city employees serving alcohol. Adler Becky McElhaney said that she might have supported the proposal if private vendors were involved. She was opposed to the city staff handling alcohol sales. She also expressed worries about legal responsibilities falling on staff if something bad related to intoxication were to happen. Patients at risk of higher risk breast cancer could see cost of preventative screenings eliminated. A bill called Gale's Law is being introduced for a third time by Wisconsin legislators. It would require insurers to cover supplemental breast screenings exams for individuals at increased risks. Current Wisconsin law requires insurance coverage for an initial mammogram, but it does not require coverage for follow-up screenings, including those needed due to dense breast tissue or abnormal results. Aspiring entrepreneurs pitched their ideas in a Shark Tank-style event today at Nicolet College in Rhinelander. Presenters had the chance to win $1,500. The contest was open to any student. Individuals prepared a 4-minute presentation, and then a panel of judges asked questions. The prize money for first place at the regional event is $1,000. As Rhinelander High School seniors count down the days to graduation in June, RHS staff wanted to recognize their graduating class and their accomplishments. Our own Lily Alstein has more.
Congratulations to the class of 2025. A round of applause for all of them as we celebrate.
On Thursday morning, Rhinelander High School celebrated Senior Signing Day, a ceremony that celebrates the graduating class and their plans after high school. Dean of Students Aaron Kramer says it's important to highlight each student and their hard work.
It was really exciting to see where everybody's planning to go, whether it's college or the military, into the workforce.
After her involvement with numerous RHS clubs and sports, Luna Grage signed her commitment to UW-Madison's political science program. Celebrating the milestone with her peers made the moment more special.
Through elementary, middle school, high school together, some of us came earlier, some of us came later, but at the end of the day, being able to celebrate where we're all going and our futures has been so electric and important for us.
Grage plans on attending law school after finishing her first 4 years at UW-Madison. Although she will be away for a while, Grage plans to return to the place she calls home.
I hope to come back to this community and give back in a way I can.
All throughout high school, Truman Lamers was a 3-sport athlete and involved with a number of clubs. He was happy to see all of his hard work pay off.
It feels great, obviously, just to have that celebration and just know that all the work that I've put in through the years and all the work all my classmates have put in is finally coming together.
After graduation, Lamers is headed to Florida Gulf Coast University to major in psychology. Although he is excited for the warmer Florida weather, Lamers will always look forward to coming home.
The people I've gotten to know and the coaches and players I've built those bonds with, I mean, obviously going to be tough to be separated from those people, but I know they'll continue to be a part of my life.
For Kramer, it's bittersweet seeing another class of students enter their next chapter.
We're proud of you. We're cheering for you. And remember, we'll always be your biggest fans.
Reporting in Rhinelander, Lily Alstein, Newswatch 12.
Thank you, Lily. Congrats to all seniors. The GNC girls soccer rivalry renewed tonight at Mike Webster Stadium as Rhinelander took on Northland Pines. Coming up on Newswatch 12, Drew Shelley will have the highlights from the exciting game.
The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, cold tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild.
You work hard to put a roof over your head, and Overhead Solutions works hard to be the first choice as a trusted partner to help protect your investment. Our team doesn't just repair and replace roofs. We install peace of mind. With years of experience and a passion for excellence, we are here to provide top quality roofing solutions tailored to your needs. Let us be your local and trusted partner. Call us today for a free estimate.
At U.S. Cellular, you can get the amazing new iPhone 16 on us, plus $300 off any iPad, like iPad Air.
That is a great deal. And now an unprompted song to express my excitement.
Just know both devices have Apple Intelligence with Genmoji to express yourself.
iPhone 16 stuns. iPad Air waits in the glow. Sweet.
We should start a band.
Yeah.
Get iPhone 16 on us. No trade-in or plan requirements, plus $300 off any iPad. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
People ask us why we're always so happy. Is it because we live in the beautiful North Woods? or because it's always sunny where we're going. Maybe it's just our good Midwestern nature. Whatever the reason, we wouldn't change a thing. Rhinelander Oneida County Airport. Business or pleasure, it's always pleasant.
The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, cold tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild.
Coming up on News Watch 12, we'll be joined by Linda May of the YMCA of the Northwoods for this week's edition of Y Watch.
And we have some cool temperatures, but a warm-up on the way. Morning, you tune in on your Friday from 5 to 7 a.m.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Overhead Solutions. Call for roofs, windows, and siding.
There was a GNC girls soccer game at Mike Webster Stadium as the Rhinelander Hodags took on the Northland Pines Eagles. Both of these teams sit in the top 3 of the conference and look to pick up another win to get just that much closer to a regular season title. So let's see if the Hodags would defend home turf or if the Eagles could come out on top. In this one, we start in the first half. Corner kick for Rhinelander. Leah Weigel sends it into the box. Becca Bross there to head the ball into the back of the net, and it is 1-0 Hodags. Later in the half, Rhinelander on the attack. Ella Miljevic finds her sister Sophie, fires a shot from long range, but Isabella Chuckle ranges to her left and makes the save. But the Hodags offense, they kept going. Through ball to Kylie Pooch. It bounces around to Vivian Lamers, who fires it into the back of the net. Rhinelander, they roll in this one. They win it 5-0. So the weather continues to be a big obstacle for local sports as many games were canceled on the afternoon. But Tomahawk was able to get some games in. We start on the baseball field as the Medford Raiders made the trip to battle against the Hatchets on the road. Second inning, first and third for Tomahawk. They go with the double steal, and the throw is going to get into center field. And that is going to bring in the first Tomahawk run of the game. Reston Krasniewski would settle down, though. Good off-speed pitch there, and he picks up the strikeout-looking Medford. They would then get it going with the bats. Hayden Strabig goes the other way, and that is going to find a hole for a hit. That would give Medford a 3-2 lead. And they were not done yet in the inning. Sawyer Elsner with a base hit through the hole. That would bring in another run. Medford, they go on to win this one 8-5. From the baseball field over to the softball field as Tomahawk was also on their home diamond. This game was supposed to take place in Rhinelander, but the rain forced this one down to Lincoln County as the Hodags hopped on the bus and made the trip to take on the Hatchets. Bases loaded for Rhinelander. They pop one up in the infield. The catch is going to be made, but some aggressive base running as they're going to tag up, beat the throw to the plate, and put a run on the board. Elise Johnson on the mound for Rhinelander. The Hodag freshman dots the fastball on the corner for the strikeout. Cameron Cracklow on the mound for Tomahawk, and the changeup was working. It gets her a strikeout on this one. Next batter, she's going to go right back to it, and she had the Hodags way out in front of it on the afternoon. Another strikeout. Hatchets win it 13-4. A sweep was on the line on the south side of Chicago as the Milwaukee Brewers took on the Chicago White Sox. Milwaukee took the first 2 games of the series behind some strong pitching performances and looked to take Game 3 before going into a big series with the Cubs this weekend. So let's see if the Brewers could come out on top and finish off the sweep. We're going to start this one in the first inning. Runner on third for Luis Robert Jr. He hits this one into left field for a base hit. Chase Meidroth comes in to score. 1-0 White Sox. 6th inning now, still a 1-0 game, but that changes. Miguel Vargas to deep left field. That one going to get out for a 3-run home run. 4-0 White Sox. Now to the 7th. Chicago starting to pour it on. 5-0 bases loaded. Robert base hit into right center field. That is going to empty the bases. The White Sox shut out the Brewers. They win it 8-0. And let's take a look at the current National League Central Division standings as the month of May gets going. The Chicago Cubs at the top, 19-13. Cincinnati Reds 2 games back at 17-15. The Brewers a game behind that at an even 500. St. Louis Cardinals are at 14-18. Rounding out the division are the Pittsburgh Pirates at 12-20. We'll have Race Watch right after the break.
a limited time at Cellcom, new lines save up to $1,000 on Galaxy S25 Ultra. The new Galaxy S25 series with Galaxy AI puts your own personal assistant in the palm of your hand. Stop in or visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Quality Homes, just south of Tomahawk, now sells modular homes built by Wisconsin Homes. Wisconsin Homes has maintained a tradition of building some of the finest homes on the market. Quality Homes also has a large selection of new manufactured and mobile homes. New homes are available for immediate delivery and set up anywhere in Wisconsin. Whether buying your first home or a cabin getaway, Quality Homes has the experience and expertise to make your dreams a reality. Visit them today at QualityMH.com.
Better begins with the way we see each other. Better begins with the way we treat each other. Better begins with the way we care for each other. Better begins at Aspirus Health. Bringing out the better in all of us.
Look at how soft your towels are, Grandma.
Soft water really helps with that, and the soap savings really adds up. Did you know that it's less expensive to heat soft water than it is hard water?
Wow, that's great savings and good for the environment. Having good water does make a big difference in our family.
Speaking of family, look who it is.
Any service tech servicing your water equipment, call us at Maher's today.
What? No peanut butter and jelly sandwich today?
Maher Water, 888-796-2437.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
From enterprises to our favorite coffee joints, at Cellcom, we make it our business to help technology work better for you. Because as a Wisconsin business, we know what it takes to thrive. Let's talk about what we can do for your business.
Race Watch 12 Fast Lanes, Kate Heidemann is brought to you by Builder Service.
NASCAR's Cup Series returned from their one and only bye week of the season to Talladega Superspeedway for the second plate race of the season. Zane Smith secured his first ever pole position and would lead the field to green. An early caution would come during green flag pit stops when Brad Keselowski got caught up in a miscue with Kyle Busch that ended the Six's day and Ryan Blaney's day, who was merely caught up in the mess. You may be surprised to hear that this was one of only 2 wrecks on the day. For a place like Talladega, it was rather uneventful. The other wreck would occur for Christopher Bell, who takes a rough hit to the backstretch wall off a bad push from teammate Denny Hamlin. Thankfully, the driver of the 20 would be all right. Kyle Larson would go on to win Stage 1. Then to close out Stage 2, Bubba Wallace took the win over the Penske cars. But at the end of this thing, it would be Penske prevailing, with Austin Cindric locking in another clutch Superspeedway win to make for the first Penske car in the playoffs this year. Now let's swiftly switch gears to some action in our own backyard. Golden Sand Speedway in Wisconsin Rapids held their season opener, the Impact Survival Series. A 300-lap race around the track with no caution flags and only one mid-race pit stop. Before the action, the crowd was treated to this stunning 6-wide salute with all 74 entries participating. Once the racing went green, it didn't take long for mayhem to ensue. It was crashes galore at Golden Sands, and by the time the scheduled pit stop came around, a lot of drivers and crews had a tall task ahead of them, ensuring that their car had what it took to make it to the checkered flag. In the end, the honors would go to Adam Hayden, who proved he had the speed and resilience to win the season opener at Golden Sands. In the fast lane, Kate Heidemann, Race Watch 12.
The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, cold tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild.
The Diocese of La Crosse televised Mass, Sundays at 6:30 a.m. on this station. Please join Bishop Callahan and the priests and faithful of the diocese Sunday mornings at 6:30 a.m.
It's open season on cancer. Help us raise money for the Ronald McDonald House of Marshfield by purchasing a hat, an H2O Go bottle, or other special items. With your donation of $20, you'll receive over $50 in valuable coupons, and a $10 donation is given to the Ronald McDonald House. Purchase items at Cost Cutters of Central Wisconsin, the Barber's Family Hairstyling, Mullins Cheese in Knowlton, Chase Outdoors in the Cedar Creek Mall. It's open season on cancer, a season that never ends.
This Sunday, tune into a special encore presentation of the Inside the Huddle Draft Special, brought to you by Auto Select, Freeman Merrill Ford, Featherstone Cabinetry and Design, Grand Theater Wausau, Leisure City, and Sweetwater Spirits and Resort. Catch the action Sunday at 5 p.m. only on NBC 12.
Here at American Marine, we got more boats in stock than anyone, anywhere.
You looking for a new fishing boat? We've got a whole showroom full.
Our pontoons more your style? We have a bigger selection than anyone.
We will beat any competing price by $500, and we'll match deposits up to $1,000. There is so much summer fun left. Make it even better by picking out your new boat from the biggest selection and biggest showroom in the USA, only at American Marine Shawano.
Attention Medicare customers with diabetes. Now you can stop the painful pricking of your fingers with a continuous glucose monitor. And they're covered by Medicare if you qualify. Call right now for free information.
There's always something to love at Schrader's in Anigo. See us before your next getaway. Explore our expanded children's boutique. Spoil yourself with new jewelry or shoes and find something to spruce up your home.
Schrader's Gifts, family owned and operated for 3 generations.
The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, cold tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild.
Builder Service. We are your hometown hardware store. Plumbing, electrical, paint, automotive, keys, tools, lawn and garden. We're more than just a lumberyard. Highway 45 in Elko.
All righty, Chase and Drew. Chase, I remember earlier in the show you were saying we're going to get 70s this weekend. As sports guys who have to be outside shooting baseball and softball, that's perfect for us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're dealing with a little bit of cool weather right now, but then as you see in the temperature outlook, we're going to have a nice warm stretch of weather, bringing some 70s not just this weekend, but into next week as well. But we got a few things to deal with first, and right now we're in a little bit of a drought here in the Northwoods, especially in the northwestern portion of the state. But the good thing is we're going to have a little bit of help out there for tonight with the rain making its way in. So as we see, the northwestern portion of the state seeing right around over a half-inch in Hayward, close to a half-inch in Ladysmith, and we'll see some areas that are going to see trace amounts, maybe close to a quarter-inch here in Rhinelander and areas south as well, seeing those trace amounts. 7-day forecast does show 62 for Saturday, 70 on Sunday, a little cooler on Monday, but still above average with a few showers. But Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Thursday, Drew and Will, you guys are going to like this, low to mid-70s in the forecast.
Oh, I absolutely love those 70s.
Fantastic.
That's perfect
beautiful
weather. Feels like
this
it's finally starting to be summer. And I really hope we don't get
spring. Let's get the summer. We'll get the summer.
Right.
Let's get the spring first.
That's going to do it for News Watch 12 at 10. We'll have more for you tomorrow.
Hey, it's Jeff Cecil. I'm back and getting you up and going on Wave 100.5. Listen as I give away a fun-filled Wisconsin Dells Stay and Play each weekday at 7:20 on the Morning Wave with Jeff. It's a vacay a day in May giveaway.
Wave 100.5. Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Keep your home clean and spotless with Libman. We've got brooms, mops, and everything in between. Get this nitty-gritty roller mop today for just $10.99 after rebate. Elevate your home with Great Lakes Vinyl Plank flooring. The Legend series is durable, pet-friendly, and waterproof. Plus, it features a sound-reducing attached pad for fast installation. Just $269 per square foot after 11% rebate. Save big money at Menards.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Or get over $5,300 total value on select Sierra 1500 models.
Serving in Afghanistan, I was hit by sniper fire, and I was given a 5% chance to live. It's a good thing math wasn't my best subject. Today, I visit classrooms and share my story. I tell kids that with a little help and a lot of work, that you can overcome any challenge.
DAV helps veterans like Adam get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year.
My victory is being there for the next generation.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
We've got summer fun covered on both sides of the ball hitch. On the front side, a 2025 GMC Sierra 1500. On the other end, a new KC Sportsman travel trailer.